Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a back to college stroke quick mum's makeup look for dropping the kids off to school, or to go and run some errands after you've dropped them off, or maybe go and get breakfast with a friend. So it's a simple look that you can do in a matter of 15 minutes and you are out the door. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've got absolutely nothing on my face at the moment. I'm just going to start with my foundation. So we want to work with our hands, especially in the morning when we're not got a lot of time and we just want to sort of get things done quick. So give your foundation a good shake. So I'm just taking a little bit, but what you want to do is take your normal amount of foundation and start applying it to your cheeks and your T-zone area first, and then working it all the way out. Okay, so for concealer I'm just going to use my Instant Anti-Age Eye Eraser from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Light. I love this concealer. It is so good for brightening and making my face look fresh and awake. But before I go in with that, I'm just going to colour correct. So I'm just using this Fashion Fair foundation stick in Cashew. I bought this by mistake off of eBay. The shade is way too dark for me, but it's pretty perfect for my under eye correction. So I'm just going to take a really small amount like that, and again work that in with my fingers, and it melts into the skin so perfectly. So that's that. And now I'm just going to take my Instant Age eraser and just go under my eyes like that. So it's two semi kind of moons. Tiny bit down my nose, 2 dots on my forehead, 1 on my cupid's bow, and 1 on my, well, 3 on my chin really. And so with my damp beauty blender, this is just a Real Techniques sponge which I've ran under the cold water. I'm going to start pushing that into my forehead to disperse the product out like that. Then down my nose, and I'll use a little bit of what was down my nose on the centre of my forehead, so in between my eyebrows. Work that down. You just want to do like patting motions. So here you're just taking the pointed end of the beauty blender and taking this product out and down slightly. I'm literally doing this without even looking, because I've done it so many times, and it's like my go-to everyday quick fix makeup. Okay, so that's done. Just making sure that I've got enough coverage. I feel that my eyes are bright underneath and not grey looking. So I feel like I need to fix this eye slightly. So I'm going to use some more, and I'm just taking the tiniest, smallest amount, and then working that in the same way. Really light-handed. Okay, so now just taking the setting powder. I am using Real Technique. No, it's not Real Technique. It's Technique Colour Fix setting powder, and it's a loose powder in the shade Buff. And I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender, put the pointy edge into the powder, and then start applying it underneath my eye. So just applying it underneath. I'm not even really baking. I'm just sort of kind of setting. So So that there is way too much. But because my beauty blender is damp, it's going to melt that straight into my skin. And that is going to keep my makeup put all day long. So now I'm just going to take a bit more for this eye and work it in. This is my base done now. I'm going to start bronzing up my face. So just on a angled blusher brush or a contour brush, whatever you like to use. So I'm just going to take this shade here, which is the bronzy shade, and I feel like a palette like this for like quick makeup is really good because you've got a powder, you've got your blusher, and you've got a bronzer as well. So I'm just going to start bronzing up the sides of my forehead here. Bronzing up the sides of my cheeks and just under my chin and a little bit around my jawline. And on that fluffy brush, I'm going to take this eyeshadow shade from Benefit called Soft Shoulder. It's a matte shade and it's just a really nice brown, kind of half brown, half taupe shade. It's a warm brown. Now I'm going to take a small amount on my brush and I'm going to start working that basically all over my lid and to the top into my crease line. So it's going to be my lid shade as well as my transition shade. So I'm just going to work that in to my eye and just build up the colour slowly. Now brown like this is beautiful for a lot of skin tones. So whether you are fairer than me, my colour, or darker than me, or very dark, a brown like this will suit all skin shades, and it's a shade that is so flattering on all skin tones, which is why I chose it to use today. It's an everyday colour, it's so wearable, and you could easily, if you were going out for example, just add some lashes and you're ready to go. Your transition space here, I'm working it in. When it looks something like this, you just want to make sure that you've got uniform shape and colour. Okay, so then take the shader brush, which was that small, thin, pointy kind of dense tip there, and take a tiny small amount again and work that underneath your lash line, but not all the way to the inner corner, just sort of halfway through. I haven't used this shade in such a long time. You need to take a lighter shade with this same brush. So I'm just going to take this eyeshadow palette here by Makeup Revolutions, and they do some really good makeup. It's really good quality. You've got loads of shades here to choose from. Really, I mean, that soft brown, you could use one of sort of these peachy shades or one of these more kind of darker neutral shades here. So yeah, this could be your everything in the morning. You could just pick this up. I want to take this shade in the corner, this very top light. It's a matte off-white shade, and I just want to apply some here, brow area, and a little bit further down if you can see. I'm going to take a tiny bit and put it in the inner corner of my eye, just a really little bit. And now we're going to apply some mascara. So before we apply mascara, we want to curl our lashes. Just go ahead and use your favourite mascara and start applying that to your eyes. I'm going to use today this mascara False Lash Sculpt by L'Oreal. So I'm just going to wipe the excess off of the sides of the on the sides of the bottle or the tube or whatever, and just go in and start coating my lashes. This is a really good mascara. It makes my lashes really nice and long, thick. It coats them nicely in just one coat. Can you see that's just one coat? Okay, so now you've done that, and then you just want to do the same thing on the bottom. Right, so now that's down, we want to move on to our eyebrows. I forgot what they were called then, eyebrows. I don't really fill them in thicker than what I've got. So taking a little bit of the pencil out, and I'm just going to start doing light strokes all the way from sort of the front of the eyebrow, but not too heavy-handed. I really like the Colourpop products, but I don't really like this pencil, if I'm honest. I feel like it's got too much wax in it or something. Okay, so you just want it something like that. So can you see the difference? Big difference and small effort. So they should look a little bit like that, or however your normal brows would look. And we're just going to set them up now with some brow gel. I am going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artiste Plumper, and we're just going to start from the front of the brow. Again, really light strokes. Now we can apply some more mascara, because these lashes would have dried nicely now. If you can see right now, you can't really see them that great, but in a minute you will. Also, when you are letting your lashes dry down to build them up, we don't want to let them dry down too much, because otherwise you're going to get like a much more spidery lash like I have now. But I'll show you a way to fix that as well. So we're just going to go ahead and apply some more mascara onto our lashes. But can you see, like, if I had not let these, if I hadn't have let my lashes dry down, I wouldn't have got this build up so quickly, because I moved on to doing other things for my face. I let my lashes dry down, and now I've got a much nicer looking eyelash as well. Look how quickly I built my lashes up. And I can do the same with the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to let them dry a little bit. Not too much, and in that time I'm going to start my blusher. So my blush that I'm going to use today is again from Makeup Revolutions, and it's the cream palette that they have. They do some really good makeup, like I said. So on the same brush I used for the bronzing, I'm going to use my blush now, and I'm just going to take a very natural shade. So I'm going to use this peachy shade over here, and just because these blushes are quite pigmented, I'm only going to take a little bit on my brush, big smile, and pat that in. Can you see? These are really pigmented. Whoa. That spot I'm going to conceal at the end. I'm not going to conceal now. Okay. Now that my blush is down, I'm going to quickly contour my nose. So for that, I'm just going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So literally just 2 lines. Just like that down my nose. I'm just going to leave it at that for a few minutes. So my blush is down on the same brush. And this is again by Makeup Revolution. So I will take this natural kind of shade here on the brush, tapping it off first and then just applying it, working backwards. On my nose, I need to get rid of my contour now. So I'm just taking my Morphe E15. I have spoken about this before in the favourites video that has been deleted by accident. But that's the way I do it. I just sort of kind of go down. And there you go. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is fix my lashes. So with a mascara, where the brush has kind of sort of dried up, I'm just going to take the brush and sort of run it through my lashes. It's going to just make them look a little bit less spidery. Okay, so for lips, I'm just going to take this LA Girl lip liner in Natural Cream. And this Maybelline Color Drama pencil in Nude Perfection. Okay, so once your lips are lined, then just go ahead and fill them in. The last step you would want to do is spray your face. I'm going to use today the Quadel grape water, organic grape water, which soothes and moisturizes. And that's the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Mwah.